Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today with Coltonw83, the invitational champion of 2 days ago now. Colton, how you doing, man? Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on again.
No problem, man. Thanks for doing this. You are part of a Subs V Pro clan, which we did once with Mini Minter. It went really well. It was a favorite of many of my subscribers. I got over 800 emails of people who want to play you, Colton, so had to narrow it down to first come, first serve. And we have Tranquility, Squanchy, Demon, and Anonymous here to play you today. You're going to be playing them one-on-one and then just giving them maybe tips and feedback and maybe some deck advice after the match is over. So let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Okay, I'll let the guys know. Anon request. All right. So you're going to London, huh, man?
Yeah.
You excited? You tired still? All right. Well, actually, you got a bat.
Yeah, it's early. It's early for me, and I didn't sleep well last night, but a little bit tired. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see how we do against Anonymous. Now, all of these pros actually have like over 4,000 trophies right now, so they're not like just starting out in early level arenas. What deck are you playing, Colton?
Huh?
What deck are you playing?
Minor control.
All right. So based on his
knight.
Yeah.
I think he's playing in the graveyard deck I played yesterday a lot.
All right.
Yeah, he is. So I need to say poison for graveyard.
So from your philosophy here, you'll be saving poison and just chipping with minor pretty much and just trying to get him without counters in hand?
Yeah.
So far, he seems to be really slow playing it. Is that an okay strategy?
Say it again.
He seems to be kind of slow playing it so far. Is that a good strategy on his part?
Yeah, it's not bad. He does need to start going offensive eventually because it's basically going to be a race as to who can out-damage the other.
Okay. So now that he knows what deck you're playing, what should he be paying attention to?
Possibly stacking his pushes. Trying to bait out my poison or trying to pressure, because I'm always going to say poison for graveyard.
Okay.
Oh yeah, also graveyard. I mean, that was a good poison by him. He wants to try to go opposite lane if possible.
Okay.
I like this matchup as a graveyard player, if you play it right, because you can always use poison offensively, but they never can. The minor player never being able to use poison offensively, that is.
That's true, yeah.
So typically you can out-damage them if you play your pushes right. You should never neck a graveyard, though. Try to use a tank if possible.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. So a little mistake there, just sending in the graveyard with no tank there.
It's not awful, but yeah, you prefer to have a tank.
So just like you said, it's a bit of a damage race.
Bad log by me. Yeah, I caught on to his tendency of poisoning the princess, so I was able to use that my goblin game to counter that time. I just think over time this deck usually wins out, though.
Yeah, this should be his like big push here. And you caught him without enough elixir to immediately drop that poison. Now it's just a matter of, is he going to finish it off? And it looks like
he still wins.
Yeah, so obviously he did beat you, which is good regarding the whole poison thing that we talked about. Is there anything that besides that he was doing that you could maybe give tips, or maybe the deck in general? Let's take a look at the deck here. Oh, is it the same exact one that you used?
Yeah, same one I use. I'd say he needed to always have Ice Spirit. So this deck is actually like a hard counter to Miner because you always have Ice Spirit Knight to counter Miners. So Miners should technically like never do damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you should always save Ice Spirit Knight for Miners, and then you should try to avoid ever countering the Miner with Archers because you don't want to get poison value. So pretty much always have Ice Spirit Knight, and then just constantly keep up pressure because they can't really retaliate because you have the counter to like every push they can do.
Yeah, yeah. And we kind of saw that there.
I don't like poisoning princesses. I like poisoning on. Well, it depends on what they're countering graveyards with. I prefer logging princesses though. It's because it's a positive elixir trade, and then you just go in with a lot of graveyards.
Okay.
And if they always are using poison, then that means that you can always just poison with graveyard. I don't know that actually princess poisons were okay because I didn't position princess well enough, so that was good on him, I guess.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty well played in terms of like there were no huge glaring mistakes that he made there. Next up is going to be Demon. Let's see what kind of deck he has in store for you. Last time when Mini Minter, yeah, you can take him.
Okay.
Okay. Are you playing the same deck every match here? Or are you switching it up or? Colton.
No, I think.
Ah, you're here. Okay.
Hello?
Are you switching up the deck or are you keeping the same?
I'm playing Hog now.
Okay. So here we go. Demon starting out with Ice Spirit, Ice Wizard in the back. It looks like he's also playing a Hog deck, and there it is, the Hog Rider.
Pretty sure he has Tornado, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted those bats to be behind the Hog so they could do damage. They'll still get some, actually. It's okay, I guess. Once you see someone has Ice Wiz, they always have Tornado, so you should try to, on your first Hog push, you should try to pressure, so that you get more damage than just one Hog hit.
Sure. So here comes Mega Knight, Ice Golem here on your part. Again, he's defending with Cannon Cart and Inferno Dragon. You answer with Inferno Dragon of your own. What's your spell? Okay, forget it.
Not sure that Mega Knight was great by me, but I'll survive. I need to save it for Hog from now on.
What's your other spell?
Yeah, I played that pretty bad.
Do you have Poison or do you have Fireball or?
I have Poison. If he's gonna do that Tornado, he needs to play something else so I don't get a hit.
Is there a way to perfectly? I thought there was a spot you can perfectly play Tornado to avoid any damage once activated.
There is, but it's kind of risky.
Okay.
It's 4 tiles from the river, but it's kind of easy to miss. He has Log, not Zap, so.
All right, so here comes a big counter push. Yeah. Do you think you maybe overcommitted
Bats and
a bit
everything
there?
distracting.
Yeah. Nice value poison there. All right, in a situation like this, are you just mounting a big push again?
No, you have to wait out their defenses first because he has Tornado plus a bunch of units.
Okay, so defense and then counter.
Yeah.
nice. I mean, I say nice like I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for everybody equally. All right.
That was well played by him. I lose.
Yeah, yeah. These guys are bringing their A game today, Colton. Maybe I should wake you up at 6 a.m. next time.
It's okay.
All right, no, but I actually really like that deck too that he used. What do you think about that deck?
It's good. I don't usually see it with Inferno Dragon, but it worked pretty well in that match for him.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to the next guy. It is going to be Squanchy. Let me just... Squanchy. You're up. Yeah, it felt like he did a pretty good job being patient there. Let me actually just give him a shout out here. So this is Demon $5. Yeah, he did. It felt like it did a pretty good job there. Just, you know, not over committing too much on offense or defense. And
no, he played that well. The first matchup was just a bad matchup for me, so I don't know that there's too much more I could have done. Maybe better princess positioning. But the second matchup, he just played pretty well, I think. That matchup can go either way. The fact that I let one hog do so much damage just caused me to lose.
All right, well, next up we have Squanchy. Let's see what he's got in store for you.
In the hog mirror match, you got to make sure you say Mega Knight for hog always.
Mm-hmm.
I played it in the back one time.
Yeah, I think it was that very first time, right? That very
just
first
yeah,
push.
just and then I took too much hog damage. I just wasn't really thinking.
All right, so you're pumping up. I imagine you're playing Three Musketeer or Beatdown of some sort.
Three Musk, yeah.
All right. And he starts out with Ice Golem, Poison, Bats. Does that give you a good tell on his deck or too early? Okay, forget it.
It's the deck I just played, I think.
Yeah. Oh man, using your own deck against you. How do you beat a matchup like this when they have two counters to your Three Musketeers?
They usually don't have elixir play both. If you get an elixir lead as you should.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually leaking elixir here because I want to make sure it doesn't play hog there. Okay, now I have minion horde, yeah. Wish I had enough elixir. Actually, I'm going to be able to play it, yeah. It's not bad. So basically, they'll poison pump, and then you have to Three Musk, and then like just play a ton of elixir into the one Musk lane. So if you Mega Knights the other side, you're fine.
All right. In a matchup like this, will you never pump during double elixir time?
I knew that he was about to use Zap and Mega Knights at rotation, so Goblin Gang behind Battle Ram is good. That was supposed to be a pump.
How nice of you, making things interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So when you get into a situation like this as a Three Musketeer player, he seems to be playing this pretty well, I guess. When you get in a situation like this, are you always splitting two towards the King Tower?
Yeah, because otherwise you give him a Mega Knight counter push on the lane that you're trying to defend. So you're forced to go other side. I'm going to 3 crown.
Uh-oh, yeah. I think that Mega Knight maybe was a misplay there at the end. I don't know what he had
Yeah,
in hand.
I don't know
but-
if there's anything he could have done. I had too much pressure at the end. He was too offensive, and then he didn't have enough elixir left to defend because he pushed into my push, which just built a bigger counter push. So.
Yeah, so like that last exchange when you dropped those last 3 musketeers and you split 2 towards the King Tower, he just went too aggressive on offense on that push, you think? Or was it after that he kind of made the mistake?
Say it again. Sorry, I'm
No, was he?
fading out of consciousness.
No, it's okay. When he went extra like hard into the hog push at the very end, was that where he overcommitted on offense?
Yes, yeah. Because
right.
I had already split muskies. You wanna defend versus muskies first. You can do that kind of push like in single elixir or before a tower's down, but at that point in the game, if you do that, you're just gonna give too much of an elixir lead to your opponent. Because like, sure, I took a couple hog hits, but I already had 3 musts down, and then I just built a bigger counter push in the 1 musk lane, and then I overwhelmed him in both.
Okay, sounds good. And his deck was pretty standard as well, so it's tough to give deck advice when they're playing like decks that you previously used because you obviously like them, right?
Yeah,
All right.
Good deck.
All right, so this is Tranquility, the last subscriber in the lineup today. And what do you got for us? What are you playing?
My graveyard deck.
All right, back to the graveyard.
I want to win, so I'm going to try hard.
There is definitely a penalty of having to have me ask you questions as you play.
That's not bad. It's more so the fact that I've done it before too. I'm just really bad at playing when I first wake up.
Yeah. Hey,
I got
you
that
could
down
be
late.
me. You could be me who's bad at playing, no matter the time of day. So, all right. So against a mortar deck, interesting.
I took so many mortar shots.
Yeah.
I got ice golem down too late.
Such a really minor question here, but putting the ice golem to the right of your, I guess your right of your tower or your left. Do you prefer that as opposed to the center? Do you get one more hit or something, or?
If you stagger it towards the right or the left, it just takes it a little bit longer.
All right. So going against a mortar deck, yeah, that's a perfect counter. Tesla, do you think the Tesla's like, I hate to use the word OP because it's overused, but do you think that Tesla is the best defense right now?
Yeah, probably.
I think that
It's not OP, but it's strong.
Yeah, the fact that it can like one-shot minions and goblins, and it also can do a really good job against tanks. I think that it's a good card now. And just like that, we're pretty much close to tied again. So from your perspective here, are you just always saving your knight and your ice golem as distractions and then just mounting a counter push?
Yeah, definitely. His archers are kind of out of rotation still, so graveyarding immediately not a bad idea. I logged too early, rip. Tesla's still there though.
You have poison in hand, correct?
That was a bad mortar right now. Yes, I do have poison. What? I just can't block
Wow, that
mortars
was weird.
today, I don't know.
That was very strange. I've noticed a lot of weird mortar bugs. All right, so this time you get him with the early poison, getting the goblins down. He has no choice but to kind of log there to help his knight out. It's gonna come, and I imagine obviously he has Rocket as his last card.
Nice.
Was that mortar again like a mistake on his end, just a little bit too early perhaps?
Yeah, for sure.
It seems like he's playing this pretty well, except for maybe just those mortar plays being a little bit too aggressive. Is that, do you
Yeah.
kind of agree with that? Yeah.
I mean, I think graveyard probably counters this too.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like great ways to defend graveyard.
Well,
I play that
there it is.
terribly.
Well, you get that early. He got that early hit on, but actually, like you said, he played just about as well. Besides maybe the aggressive graveyards that you could hope for in that matchup. Do you think that there was any like advice for him otherwise?
Make sure you don't like play mortar into anything, like any spells. Also, try to, once you see that I'm countering mortars with Tesla, try to like predict it by anytime you're playing Siege and they have the defensive tower. Once they've done it once, the second time, just I don't know if they're like goblins or Ice Spirit, and more so Ice Spirit for Inferno Tower, but just try to get like a small unit in front so you can block it next time and predict it and then kill it quickly.
Okay, awesome.
But
so,
that was a really good matchup for me, I think.
Yeah, so 2-2, not bad. Proud of 2 of my subscribers being able to beat you. Of course, we tried to handicap you as much as we could, waking you up at all times of the day and on the day after your championship hangover. But at the same time, I think that they played well, and obviously they're good players. Just wanted to thank you, Colton, and congratulate you again for coming on. Make sure everybody, I know every single person listening, watching right now knows this, but subscribe to Coltonw83 on YouTube. You won't regret it. Some of the best guides and one of the best teachers in the game. Colton, any parting words or anything like that, man?
Not too much. I promise I usually play better than that.
Oh, shush. You actually did a great job, and always appreciate your tips and stuff like that, especially to these guys. It means a lot, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. And I do have to give a quick shout out to my subs here. We have Tranquility, Squanchy, Demon, and Anonymous. And Demon says, if you can say hi to One Hive, my clanmates would be proud. So there you go. Proud clanmates at One Hive. We have Tranquility, represent Atomic Esports on the rise. Squanchy says, Dem Boys Clan, new but growing. Who else we got? Thor, Dom, Name. Shout out to Mastery GG. Mastery Matt in the house. What's up? And I think that is pretty much it. Of course, big shout out to Colton for doing this by Squanchy, and indeed, I echo that sentiment. So guys, thank you so much to Coltonw83. Again, check out his information in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information in the description below as well. Thank you, and as always, take care, guys.